didn't get paid for 18 years. That's what we didn't get. No fault of our own, because obviously we were only kids. But as we become adults, and we talk about this all the time, we grew up. And the one thing that I always remember is that somebody said to me, Dennis, wherever there's a hit, there's a writ. And I never believed them. But now I'm here telling you the living truth, that is the truth. So unfortunately, yes, we did have to settle our case, but the other unfortunate thing is that we can't talk about the intrinsic stuff of it because they put a cap on us. For musical youth, well, unfortunately we lost Patrick in 1993. He passed away. So as original 5-piece, that was gone. Then Junior had a breakdown and he never recovered from the breakdown. So he's not able to perform with us, and then there's Calvin. And as much as we wanted Calvin to come and perform with us, Calvin just didn't want to know. So we said, okay, let's go out and do it. We get on stage and it's like, well, this is what we know. You know, this is what we've done for more than half of our life. So again, we just get on and do it.
The difference now is that we're adults and I don't have to have a private tutor follow me everywhere I go. Okay?
I didn't have to have the private tutor.
Actually, you didn't actually. But yeah, you don't have a private tutor following you everywhere you go, so you don't come off stage, go to sleep, wake up, knock on your door, look, you gotta do maths, English, history, and all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm not knocking education. I'm just saying it can be a bit difficult when you just come off stage, you want to party, and they're like, no, bed, and so no one's telling me what time to go to bed. No one's telling me, say, I'm gonna do maths, English, science, whatever.
It's funny because he's saying that because it's true, because we used to go back to the hotel, and bearing in mind we had to be off stage by 10:30. So between 10:30 and whatever time, there's a lot of things going on. But they have to be in bed, and then at 9 o'clock, I could stop in my bed. I just hear these guys going to the tutor's room. Exactly. And me and Junior and myself would be just like, go to school, man. See you later.
You don't actually realize you're famous. It's one of those things that just, it's there today and it's gone tomorrow and it's there today again. You don't actually realize, because when fame comes, at the time when we were at #1 in the charts, for example, we were in a studio in London, and we were told that we were #1. I was like, you gotta be joking me, because if you're joking, I'm gonna come back here. That was my famous words. But the point being is, we were still just the 5 of us and a producer in the studio.
That's right.
And even though you went on the street, people didn't recognize you straight away.
That's right.
Because it was like, nah, it can't be them. No, why would they be just chilling around? And as I said, it takes time for that to build up, and then a crescendo comes after like the 2nd and the 3rd week at #1, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And then people start to recognize you, and then that's when, it's automatically now people think, you're rich, you got money and everything. And you're like, listen, I'd still have to, jump in a car or catch the bus to school, because as though you may be famous, the actual trappings of success, you can take up to 18 months later, which happened in our case. I mean, unfortunately now, because of X Factor, people now don't learn to play instruments, don't learn to sing songs. What they learn is a song, you know what I'm saying? And the problem with that is, take the song away and ask them to sing something else. They can't, because all they've done is spent their lifetime learning that song in order to impress Simon Cowell, which I think is sad really, but that's the reality of music today. Yeah, we met Michael Jackson. We were at an award show called the BPI. It's now called the Brit Award, but before it was called the Brit, it used to be called the BPI Awards, and that's when I met him first. I was sitting at one table, he was sitting at another table, and Paul McCartney was on his table. So I told my boss at the time I'd like to meet him, and he spoke to his boss, spoke to the boss on Michael Jackson's table, who was, I think, CBS at the time. And so basically the two of them got together and said, okay, we can meet, because it's so ridiculous that, you can't go and speak to an artist on your own. You've got to go through these 1 million channels. But anyways, they got it together. And so that's how we actually met. And then Michael turned around and gave me his phone number and says, whenever you're in LA, phone me. So I said, cool. So next time I was in LA, I phoned him and he was there. And we went to his house and we had some fun, man. Reggae, unfortunately, has not now got the influence it did then. Most of the kids today are into grunge and house and garage and all that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate. So I think we are, unfortunately, the last bastions of reggae music. There isn't any more reggae bands coming on because kids just aren't into it, and that's fine. You accept that. You look at I don't know, Dizzy Rascal or all these guys, and they're into what they're into, but it's not reggae, and so it's unfortunate. But the whole reggae era is a dying art now, and unless another young group comes and takes it on, at some point reggae will be like classical music, man.
And the main ethos for Musical Youth, the main ethos was to encourage other young performers. That's why when we see young performers, we know, you know, we know what it takes to get to that. For us to see them, we know what it's taken for them to get to that stage, because we did the 7 days a week rehearsals, we did the 8-hour rehearsals, because that's what we had to do. We did it because we wanted to and we enjoyed it. If we didn't enjoy it, then...
The all-ground audience, when they see music perform, they'll see us having fun, because that's what music's about, that's what we're about. So you'll see us having fun, playing some great reggae music.
Well, some of our songs, obviously our hit songs. We're going to be playing some of our hit songs. It's going to be, unfortunately, we can't bring the whole band, which we'd like, but we'll have some decent tracks.
Yeah, we'll have some fun, man.
It'll be fun. And audience participation, of course.